Welcome to yet another tutorial. In this tutorial, I'll be demonstrating how to create an animated loading button for your website. And in this tutorial, I'll be using a CDN. A CDN is a content delivery network or a content distribution network. This is basically a website that is hosted somewhere and has servers, and it is basically used for content delivery. Like in our case, we'll be using fontawesome.com. This is a CDN that will provide us with icons that we are going to use to create the animated button. Now we are going to get into the tutorial. I'm assuming that your VSCODE setup. I'm going to create a new file. I'm going to call it animated underscore loading underscore button dot html, and I'm also going to create animated underscore button underscore loading dot css. Don't mind the names. Now in our HTML, I'm going to create a HTML boilerplate. I'm going to type HTML and I'm going to select the HTML boilerplate, which is a VSCODE extension from the marketplace. You can install it from the extension section. I'm also going to remove the script and the unwanted lines. Then now, this is the URL of the. First of all, before we go to the CDN, I'm going to connect my CSS, which is animated button loading.css. I'm going to reference my CSS in my HTML file. Then now I'm going to also create another link tag, which we are going to now to link the style sheet for the CDN. I'm going to copy it. In this CDN, we are going to use Font Awesome 4.7, which is free, but for the latest Font Awesome 5.0, that one you are going to sign up for the access. So I'm going back, I'm going to paste the link at the href section, then I'm going to close it. Now in our HTML file, we have access to all the icons from Font Awesome because we have added this CDN link. Now I'm going to add the HTML tags in our body section. I'm going to start with H2. H2 is going to be a heading of what you are doing. So I'll create a loading button in HTML and CSS. Right, I'm also going to add a button under it. It will be a button. First of all, I'm going to use a break line so that I can have a space between the lines, between the H2 and the button. I'm going to give it a class of button load. Sorry. I'm also going to add a I tag for the icon that we are going to use. It will be FA, the class of it, then the icon is FA spinner. Then to make it spin, you are going to add this text line FA spin. This is going to tell the icon to be in a spinning behavior. Then I'm going to close it, and I'm going to give this button the name of loading, the text of loading, please wait. Right, I'm also going to add another button here, the one that is not loading, so that I can demonstrate. This is be button load 1, and I'm going to change this one to 2 so that I can be able to style them. This one I'm going to give it a text of not loading, right? Now I'm going to our CSS, whereby I'm going to style the two buttons, the one that is not loading and the one that is loading, so that we can see the animation. So I'm going to target the button. Let me copy this one from the HTML, come and paste here. Then I'm going to target the second one. This one should have, because it is a class in CSS. Now I'm going to give it a border of none. I'm also going to give it a background color. I have the color with me in my CSS in my browser, so I'm going to copy it and I'm going to paste it. I'm going to give a color of white. I'm going to give a padding of 12 pixel and 24 pixel. I'm going to give a font size of 16 pixel and a margin of 12 pixel and auto, to make sure that our buttons are aligned well. So this is a style for our buttons. I'm now going to style the FA class, which is our icon, the one that we have animated using this line. So this is the class of the button that will be the loading button. So I'm going to give it a margin left. I'm going to give it 4 pixel and a margin right of 8 pixel. Now if I save my work and go back, now I'm going to right click, then I'm going to open with Live Server. Live Server is a marketplace extension that is available in VSCODE. It will help you to automatically reload your files without going to the browser and reload each time that you finish coding. I'm going to open with the Live Server. Then you can see the buttons. You can see the loading buttons in HTML and CSS. That was our H2 as we defined it earlier here in the HTML file. Then we have the two buttons, the ones that is not loading. This is a normal button. Then we have this one that is loading with a text of loading, please wait. And that marks the end of our tutorial on creating an animated button using CDN. Thank you.